This is a glimpse into my life. Life with Eric.
Eric's here.
And I'm Kiley.
And I'm Eric.
Okay, I think we know who you are.
Oh.
So we are approaching my favorite time of the year.
Summer?
I mean, yes, but no. Yes, essentially.
4th of July.
Yes. We are actually, we're only I don't
2
know,
weeks out.
10 days out, less than 2 weeks
Yeah.
out. I guess it's a Friday, so it's about 2 weeks out.
We're going to Newport. It's Sunday today we're recording, but 2 weeks from yesterday.
Yes. So
I'm just excited to have a week off.
Oh, I am just excited to bust out all my red, white, and blue stuff. I started yesterday, and I'm going to keep going.
What do you mean? Every day you wear red, white,
I'm going
and blue?
to, yeah.
Okay. Do it.
I'm going to. I'm excited about it.
Should I do it too?
You should.
I don't have anything red, white, and blue.
You actually wear red to work every day, which is funny.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I just wear a blue hat and white shorts to work.
I do not wear white shorts to work for multiple reasons.
I tried white shorts to the gym. I've only wore those white shorts of I have Lululemon white. I don't know why.
They're
why
like
the
a white
fuck would I ever get
camo.
white?
You liked them.
For one day
you picked
until
them
I
out.
wear them and they had a brown spot on them.
How does that? How? That's a personal problem, though.
That was years ago.
And
it
that could be
happen anymore.
fixed. You have control over that situation.
Don't push.
Right.
I'll tell you, that's embarrassing when that happens, though.
You should be embarrassed.
I would never wear white again. I'm going to give those the goodwill.
You should. I mean, maybe you should just try them again, but try just not a fart in them.
Maybe I should wear 4 pairs of underwear.
Good Lord. Do you wear 4 pairs of underwear to work?
I
Maybe
should.
you should then too.
I should.
I want to know. I caught something this week, and by caught I mean you threw your shorts on the ground. Also, you missed the basket,
Right.
and they happened to be ass up, if you will, and there was a stain about where an asshole sits. And
I sat on a candy bar.
and I said, Eric. And you said, how did you see that? How did you know? And I'm like, you weren't just going to tell me? You were just going to hope it magically came out in the wash?
I sat on a Reese's cup.
How often do you shit your pants and don't tell me?
I mean, I don't know. It happens once in a while.
I feel like it's happening more frequently lately.
The worst that happened when I was probably 17 or 18 years old. And I used to go and a lot of times on certain days, I'd work with my dad half the day and then go lifeguard half the day because my lifeguard shift didn't start till 3 o'clock. I'd do the late shift or something.
Okay.
So I go to work all day with my dad. And so I would just wear my lifeguard shorts to work because
you didn't want to change.
Right. But normally if I squatted and shit my pants at work, I would just throw my underwear in the trash. But the lifeguard shorts had, a liner in them. And so when I did that, I couldn't throw them in the trash because I had to go lifeguarding after that.
There are so many things wrong with that sentence you just said. First of all, the fact that you said, most of the time when I squat to shit my pants. Why is there ever a most of the time when I squat to shit my pants? There should never be a squat to take a poop, not in my pants.
Well, it's a fart that goes wrong.
How
It's called a
often are
shart.
farts going wrong in your life, though,
I don't
is a
know.
problem that it's the normal part of your vocabulary.
I walked the line.
How? You're going to give yours, you're going to pop a hernia or you're going to, get a hemorrhoid. Something's coming. How hard are you pushing?
I feel that's why I don't have hemorrhoids.
Because
I let things roll.
You don't let things roll because you're obviously pushing too hard.
It doesn't happen anymore.
It's a lie. It happened last week.
Everybody has their faults, and that might be one of mine.
I think you have a lot of faults, and I think that is one of them.
And some people could call that a talent.
Actually. I don't think that that's a talent. Some people that maybe call that a talent aren't washing your clothes, nor do they have to sleep next to that, missile.
Nor do they go to the airport in the morning and have an issue and have to put a folded piece of toilet paper in your underwear.
Then
after 8 hours, wonder why this folded piece of toilet paper is in my underwear.
You forgot.
Right.
So you shit so frequently in your pants that you forget.
Right.
Because it's just a normal, basically daily thing.
No, you're making me sound like a weirdo.
I'm making you sound like you need to go see a gastrologist and get that shit literally checked out.
Shit plugged up. Okay, let's. Why are we doing this every single week?
I don't know. It's a big hot topic for us this week.
It is a hot topic.
Or this month.
I know. There's some secrets that I unveiled to you about that, but not. Yeah, you.
I thought it was funny because you were unveiling from it. And you're like, promise me you won't divorce me. And I was like, Which when you say that, I'm thinking like something very bad happened. No, it was just a shit story. But I'm like, of all things, after all these years, that's what's gonna like make me run your shit.
I don't know. I
No,
don't know.
it's not.
Like, I don't want you to judge me.
I mean, I might do that.
Right.
I am doing that.
Maybe we should never go to Los Compadres again.
Did you shit this morning in your pants?
No,
Oh.
no. Come on, let's stop talking about that. It's not like a common thing.
In your life?
Right.
It is. But
Okay.
anyways.
All right. No wife should be proud of that. Like
I
you
am
are.
100%
You're 100% proud
not
of that.
proud. I am 100% proud of making fun of you for it.
You go to the meeting at work and you're like, guess what Eric does?
I do
I'm so
not.
happy. I'm so happy for him.
I do not say that.
Guess what he did today?
I mean, I can if you'd like.
No, I'd rather you not. Well, let's let everybody in the whole that listens to this podcast
Right.
know that about me. There's so many women right now going, I would divorce him. I don't think you can put that on the divorce application. Like
That would be
yeah,
hilarious. Well,
right.
Eric will differences. He won't stop shitting his
Yeah,
pants.
it's making me sick.
Let's hope one day it doesn't start making me sick.
You have a high tolerance, dear.
I do.
Yeah, I
apparently for you also.
I appreciate that about you. Yeah.
Thank you.
My mom
Ooh.
taught me all this. So,
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
Apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Your poor dad.
Right. My dad must have a high tolerance, but she puts up with his bullshit too.
That's a valid point. I mean, I'm not a saint to be with, let's be honest.
Right.
I'm a nightmare half the time.
Yeah. You got to admit, though, my mom and dad, we went to Los Compadres last night, and we had River with us. We had brother Marcus because his wife and kids were out of town, and my
You had
mom
to make
and
sure
dad.
you got fed.
And it's always a pleasure, great conversation with these guys.
It's always
it is
interesting.
comedic.
Where it goes, you're never gonna know.
My dad was really happy because there was 2 girls going around delivering like
Not
little baby.
delivering. They were
well,
giving out
they're
shots,
like
samples of tequila.
Yeah, let's call them promotional girls, I guess. And one
Yes.
was a girl from acting that we knew. But they were giving out, sample shots of margaritas or
just straight tequila.
Just straight tequila. My dad was like, oh, my dad was so excited.
Very excited.
And they gave me and Kylie went in and I went in the restaurant early, and they came up to us. They said, we'll come back when my dad gets here. He'll be really happy.
And he was.
And he was very happy, yeah. And Marcus was pretty happy about it, too. But me, straight tequila is not good.
I didn't have a sample. I'm
Not good to do. My mom, she got a little shot of it, too.
She poured it in her margarita.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, they were a hoot. Yes. My mom and dad, they are the worst orderers ever in the history.
Well, they talk over each other. They think they have a plan.
And they change their order in the midst of
Right.
ordering. They change it.
They do.
So my mom orders a a la carte enchilada, and I guess she said steak that she wants.
did. I think she said beef. She's like, "Did you have steak?" She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "Okay, steak."
Right, but then my dad orders, then changes his order to mine after I order, and says no, he wants a ground beef enchilada. So when the order came, they brought my mom a ground beef enchilada too. My mom was like, "Is this steak?" And I'm like, "That is not steak. It's ground beef."
You can see, yeah.
And she goes, "Is it ground steak?"
Which is the same as ground beef.
Well, I mean, could be.
Yeah,
but
maybe.
I don't know. But I would call that ground beef. And then so we tell the lady, she goes, "Oh, you know what? They must have messed up."
Right.
So in the midst of the lady going to get,
I couldn't literally between you talking, your mom talking, your dad talking, everyone was talking. I don't know what the lady said.
and we're cracking jokes about the steak the whole
Right.
time.
And so I believe she must have said, "Oh, I'll go have him remake it."
Right, but we didn't listen
hear
to her.
it.
Yeah, and so by the time the new steak enchilada came out, my mom ate the whole
Right,
ground beef
but she
one
was like,
that
"Oh,
she
that's
didn't want."
Right. But she was like, "Oh no, I had him remade it." They did mess up.
Yeah,
But so she was like, "Well, we got a free
and they took it.
beef enchilada."
Mark took a bite. He said it was good. And
Yeah,
then
well,
they-
she was kind of like, "Well, I'll take
Actually,
it."
you know,
I made
it did kind of look good. It was kind of
Oh, maybe
grilled
you should
steak
get
and the
steak
enchilada.
next
I
time
didn't know
then.
I didn't know that was an option. And I don't think they say steak in the Mexican. They say carne
That's
asada.
carne asada. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also true.
If my mom would have said carne, then she
Your
would.
mom does not know how to say carne. 100%. She doesn't know how to say pollo.
That's true. She doesn't. Polio. She's
Right.
polio. Give me a polio taco.
Oh boy.
And she was very concerned about. She says, if I get a chicken enchilada, is it all white meat? We're like,
Probably not.
I don't know.
I'm going to say a hard no.
And Kylie was like, it's probably a mixture. She, I'm not
Yeah,
getting chicken.
I agree.
I don't think Mexican
They don't
restaurants.
care. Not Mexican restaurant, all restaurants. So you don't
And
realize
sometimes
this. I know
they do
this.
care.
I know
Because at
this.
Cheese, they say, do you want white meat
Well,
or
if you
dark
ask
meat?
like
Yeah.
that, but if it's a blend of stuff,
Yeah.
like Brody will tell you, or any chef will tell you, that the juiciest meat is like a thigh meat or a
Yeah.
a
And like
leg
Mel only
because
likes the dark meat too.
it's dark meat, but it's your like juiciest, tenderest meat.
That's why she likes my brother. He's kind of dark skinned. She likes
Okay.
dark meat.
So
He's olive skinned, so she
Mm.
likes him better. She likes him better and turkey thighs better.
okay.
Yeah, save the dark meat for Mel.
So yeah, I feel like if you're going to a restaurant, unless you ask for a chicken breast, you're probably gonna get.
Now, what if I want a dark breast? Do they have
That's
dark
not
breast?
a thing. No, breasts
Well,
are always white.
Are you sure?
Not in a restaurant, honey, that you're gonna eat unless you're a carnivore, and that's gross.
Yeah, I would say in Africa. It's not true.
Okay, we're eating people now.
I've been watching Dexter.
Now
so
that
yeah.
I will divorce you for.
Yeah, I was watching Dexter.
He
and
doesn't eat people
No,
though.
no, but he went to examine a guy. He breaks in their house and makes sure they're guilty before
Right.
he kills them. So he goes in and the guy had like a brain. And recipes and stuff. And so Dexter got really mad that this guy's disgusting and killed him.
Well, you shouldn't.
He goes, I wouldn't even do that.
You're not. Did you know? You're like, other than it's just weird that you're eating on people. It's not healthy for you to eat your own kind.
Yeah, but chickens eat their own kind.
I know.
Like
and
you
they're
get
also
chicken will
morons.
eat chicken.
They're morons.
Chicken eat chicken.
They're not smart.
Do you know cows eat grass?
Right.
What is there anything else that would eat their own type?
I don't think.
I think
so.
birds do. Here, like
Let me
a hawk would go get a parrot.
Oh my God! That's speaking
Yeah.
of that this week.
What?
I gotta tell my hawk story.
What happened? I can't remember.
Oh,
Tell it.
it was disturbing. Anyways, yeah, chickens they're basically they're saying if you like eat your own kind, that like if humans eat humans, you start to go like crazy.
So the more like Jeffrey Dahmer, the more he ate
Yes,
the people,
like
he went
it's
crazier.
not good for you.
It's not
'cause,
good for the
you're,
system?
Like eating your own chemicals or something. Yeah,
I would
it's
say
not
that's
good for you.
I would say that's true.
Right.
What
Anywho,
happened with the hawk
my
again? I can't
hawk
remember.
story.
You called me about it, but it was
I
early
know,
in the week.
It was so disturbing. It wasn't even funny. So honestly, I probably was reading and drinking coffee, but so I'm sitting there.
What day of the week was it?
I don't know, like Monday or something.
Oh, it was before work.
Yeah.
Okay.
It had to be Monday because it wasn't Tuesday. I know that. Maybe a Wednesday. I don't know. And I hear like a bang in the front of the house. And I'm like, is someone here? Like, what the? So I look at first instinct, I look up at the camera, I see nothing. But I'm like, that was a noticeable sound. And Nora heard it. We're both like, what the hell? So I go to the front door and I look kind of out I think I opened the door and I looked and I see a hawk standing on like I don't know, what do you call our front? It wasn't the entry, it was off to the side. It's not I guess a patio, front patio.
Yeah.
And I see it standing there.
On the tile?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I see a quail like sitting there. And I'm like, oh my God, the hawk is hunting. I didn't even know a hawk could hunt a quail because it wasn't that much bigger than the quail. So I'm like, what? No. So I shut the door and then I go to open the window. Like I was going to bang on the window because for some reason, I guess thought the hawk would attack me, which it wouldn't. But I'm an idiot. I should have just let Nora out and go to town.
Nora would have went after the hawk. The hawk
I
would have
wish
flew away.
I would have now.
Yeah.
So I look and I'm like, what the? And I see the hawk jump on the quail's back. I'm like, no.
From the window?
Yeah.
Were you banging on the window like stop?
And so then I go to run back to the door and the hawk takes off with the quail. Well, actually, I didn't know it.
It didn't go straight up. It went under the eave?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm like, no. And then I look and I see that the big bang was the quail was running from the hawk and ran into the window. And there's like feathers everywhere. And so I'm like, I love a quail. And so I was like, the hawk got the quail.
Did it fly up with the quail hanging
It
there?
did.
Wow.
It was very disturbing. It made me very sad.
That's just evolution of life there. That's how it
But I
works.
didn't want to witness it.
You would have saved, well, the
If I
quail
thought-
could have died
I know,
anyway.
because it probably got punctured or hurt itself on the window.
What if you let Nora out? She chased the hawks away, turns around, and
I know,
eats
she
the quail.
probably would have
Then
done
goes and eats the
that.
quail and kills it. So
I know.
you didn't,
I probably,
whatever you did,
I
you
wouldn't
did
have
fine.
saved anything, but
Yeah.
still, it made me sad.
You'd have made Nora nice and full. She would have loved it.
No.
No, she wouldn't have swallowed it. Nora got a lizard the other day. Did I say this before?
No.
And it was in her mouth. So I'm like, stop it. So she goes and the tail just falls off. The tail of the lizard just keeps.
Oh, yeah, they keep moving.
Yeah, it keeps squirming. So I pick it up. It's still squirming. I throw it in the dirt, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I notice her, and I go, oh my God, she swallowed the rest of the lizard. Then I notice she won't open her mouth. She runs to the lawn.
She always runs to the lawn when she has
Yeah,
something.
and then I'm like, okay, drop it. So she drops the lizard, and it's kind of mangled a little bit.
Oh,
and
it's mangled?
I mean, a little bit. Yeah, it's little punctures and stuff.
Oh, she toothed it?
A little bit, but she didn't like it, so she spit it out.
Well, yeah, because they have like chemicals.
Yeah, and so then I picked the lizard and threw it over the fence.
Because they don't want. They
bushes.
want you to not kill them, so they spit out stuff.
And then after I threw it in the bushes, she's going nuts. But yeah, dogs just like to do that.
They hunt. She's not a very good hunter. I'm actually pretty amazed she catches lizards.
Yeah, the other day when we go to open the pool, she goes.
She knows
And
that
the other
there's sun
day,
under there.
she went after the lizard. The lizard got freaked out, basically, and jumped into the pool.
Oh.
And then she goes her whole head right into the pool, boom, and grabs it, like all the way underwater, and grabs it.
She won't go in when I
Yeah.
ask her to, but
Yeah.
she'll go in to get a
Like
lizard.
dives her whole head. You know,
Alright. Yeah.
the lizard's about, I would say, 4 to 6 inches under the top of the water, and she goes right and gets it.
That was impressive.
That was a lizard with the tail.
Yeah, that's actually pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I'll give her that one.
I was like, haha, the lizard. I was gonna go rescue the lizard from the pool.
Nope.
And like
no
he just bailed off.
I wouldn't expect her
Yeah.
to do that.
You know, like when a criminal looks
Yes.
and just bails off a cliff or a
Yes,
bridge,
they
that's what the
did.
lizard just goes, fuck
Oh.
it, I'm going in the water, she'll never get me. And boom, she goes right in
Gotcha.
and gets her. It's like
Little
Jurassic.
velociraptor,
It was like
yeah.
total Jurassic Park deal. After Los Compadres last night, we proceeded, me and River and Marcus and you
Right.
came back to the house and we fired up the fire pit. And we never do that this
You're
early in
welcome
the year.
we never do a period at our house.
And we've done it a few times, but usually it's a
Not
party.
in
or
2
the
years.
I think River's graduation party
which
was the
was 2
last
years
time.
ago.
We might have done it one more time.
We did not.
But let's leave it and let's do it more.
I
It's fun.
agree.
We
I
had a good
always
time.
say that every year, and you kind of ignore me.
Except I didn't really realize that you put a picture of me on Instagram of
I think
dancing.
You were singing, not dancing.
I was.
You were singing.
Oh, I didn't
this
see it.
year.
I got to look at this.
Yeah, you're. I don't appreciate what you post. You didn't even see what I posted.
I didn't. And Skylar said, and I asked Skylar. I said, she's the one that told me. Oh, I saw you were by the fire pit. I'm like,
Yeah.
how? She's like, Kylie posted
I
something.
did.
And then I'm like, oh God, what? I don't know. She
Was
posted
she
anything.
singing?
Yeah. Then I asked Skylar. I go, well, was it good at least? She's like, yeah, I liked it.
Oh,
I
see,
said,
there
oh,
you go.
okay, good. As long as you like it, I don't even need to see it.
Wow.
If she said something bad about it, then I'm like, okay, I better take a look at this.
Yeah.
But what am I going to do anyway? I guess you can
Nothing.
take
You
it
could
off
take
or
it
whatever.
down. It's only on
Yeah.
there for 24 hours, anyways.
Oh, yeah, it's the story.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I sat around the fire pit, played some Backstreet Boys, so we get ready for the concert.
I will say, I give you props because you are embracing this. So we put on.
I want to go to. I really want to go to the Sphere, so that's
Well,
one
that's
part
okay.
about it. But I know I want to go to make you happy because I
Appreciate
disappointed you and Celine Dion
I mean,
so badly.
you did. It's not your fault.
Well, one of the things is I persuaded you not to get the insurance on the tickets.
I know.
They're expensive too, and
Yes,
like,
it
oh my God, we
was.
ate all that money.
Yes, I did.
Right.
Oh,
You bought those with
I
your
did.
own
I
money,
did.
and you didn't. And you're like, should I get the insurance? Hell no, we're not missing it.
Uh-huh.
Whoops, airplane problems.
Right. Uh-huh.
This year we're going early enough. If we had to get in a car, if our flight, something happens to our flight,
Right.
we go get in the car and go.
Just go. Yeah.
That's why we're gonna drive our car and leave it at the airport just in case something like it happens. We can get in the car and go. Packing overnight.
Are you
Bad.
gonna make the reservations for parking and everything? Because you have to do that now.
You guys make reservations.
Uh-huh.
You have to.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Probably not.
Okay.
So we'll
So
have to figure
we're
that
probably
out.
just gonna get it right.
We'll have to figure that out.
I think we'll be okay.
Secondly, we're gonna have to. I just lost my train of thought.
I don't.
Big
Backstreet
time.
Boys.
What?
We were talking about the Backstreet Boys concert.
Oh, I was talking about driving to Vegas, but don't edit this out. Dan.
Anyway,
this
I
is
was
ridiculous.
saying no, that you're embracing this, and so you put on the Backstreet Boys radio last night to get in the mood of it, and they actually about half of the songs were your jams.
I know. I couldn't. I guess a popular pop songs, but they were good.
Yeah, I had like
And it wasn't
some
like
Journey, had some Def Leppard.
Had some Def Leppard. Had some not Goo Goo, but kind of like Goo Goo Dolls or
You did not have Goo Goo.
I mean,
Maybe
one
if
of
we kept
those-
listening, we might have
yeah,
gotten
one of
them.
those type bands. And of course,
So-
NSYNC they had.
So
And
you're
every
like,
time NSYNC
okay,
comes on,
we can rock this in Newport. I can make this happen.
did you notice every time NSYNC comes on, I go, "Is this Backstreet Boys?" You go,
Yeah,
"No,
you-
NSYNC."
Right.
I don't know the
You
difference
know who's
between.
who.
I can't tell.
I know you can't. I can.
Yeah. So yeah, when we go to Newport, we're gonna start getting into this groove and
I'm
start
excited.
playing Backstreet Boys by the fire pit.
How many people are gonna love us?
You are my fire.
That seems appropriate, right? In
my
front of a fire
one.
pit.
Is that Backstreet Boys?
That is.
Okay, good. See, I got this. And
got this.
our friend Ed and Kim, who are going with us, I sent them a couple. The video of you singing one and
Thank
me
you.
singing one. He hearted them.
He also probably peed himself while laughing at them.
I don't know. He just hearted. I don't know when people just heart things.
They
You
like
just
it. They just liked it.
did they like it or not?
Right. It's a courtesy heart.
I just figured out how to do that.
Okie doke.
Where you hold your finger on it and
Uh-huh.
then you
You
reply.
have choices. You could put a ha-ha. You could
Right.
put a thumbs up.
They don't have that many choices.
You-
It's
they
only
do
a
not have
few
that many
choices.
choices.
It's like a quick response that
Yep.
I've seen it.
Instead of saying like, okay, you can just do that.
I've been starting to do that, but I never. Some people just really do it all the time.
Right.
But me, I just learned how.
Oh, okay.
Coming up in the world, folks.
Yeah, phew, about time.
Yep. Call me an IT wizard.
No, let's
hey,
not.
on my new job there, I learned how to do the computer.
I think that a majority of the population has to do that, and so that's not a feat that you should.
That's one thing that scares me about any kind of new job. I don't know the computer, but obviously I can learn it because I'm a slow learner, but I'm a systems guy. So if you really show me the system, I can get it, but I can't make any decisions outside the system.
Okie dokes.
So when I get there, if I get stuck, I'm like just staring at the screen, and then I say, I'll do this, and it's always fucking wrong, and then I ruin my everything, and
oh boy,
I don't know what to do, and I got to delete it and everything else.
God.
So it's a big old mess.
Like, how long does it take you to do like a proposal?
Oh, I'm pretty fast now.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty good. I like my proposals at my work too. I was very good at.
But you had like a system and a template and stuff, right?
I have like 12 templates, and this one there's like 15, 20.
Oh, you
templates.
have a template at this one.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Kind of a template. It's different.
Okay.
It's because it's not Apple, Mac, and everything.
Correct.
It's a little bit different than a template, but it's very systematic.
Okay.
You want to say?
Great.
Very good at it now.
Oh,
right
so
click,
good.
Left click, right click, left click, right click, left click.
Can't stop. Okay.
You know who else is really good at computers? These two.
This segment of Life with Eric is brought to you by
430 National.
Great American Storage
America.
and Reno Yard.
For all your outdoor storage needs. I mean, on Thursday, I went and shot this short movie. One day, we got to do one more part day. Just a 2-person short.
Okay.
From this guy from acting. I used some stuff for him, but I was like, a lot of times I was like, you know what? I don't want to do these weird little things, but I kind of been out of the game. I need to let my juices flow, so to speak.
Okay.
Not in my shorts. I saw your face going, lighten up, say something weird. But yeah, so I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. And it's a Thursday. That's my day. I can do it. And so went and filmed this thing, and it was a good time, and it allowed me to be creative and get my, all the stuff. Do you know what the movie was called?
No.
The Nag.
Is it about your life?
No.
Oh.
It's, maybe, I don't know.
You're
it's
a
about,
nag.
I mean, it's about
I'm
this.
not a nag.
I mean, it's about this guy that his wife died, and he misses her.
Mm-hmm.
And so he proceeds to call a hooker up because he's lonely.
Mm-hmm.
And the hooker comes over, and he greets her at the door, and she says, "Oh, where's your, how you're gonna have a good time, blah blah blah. Where's your restroom at again?" He goes, "Down the hall to your left." So he goes, sits in his chair, and keeps continuing watching the baseball game.
Okay.
She comes out of the bathroom, all haggard up.
Okay.
In sweats and long hair dishes, and she comes in, she goes, "How long have those dishes been soaking in the thing? What the fuck?" All this stuff. And she comes in there, and I go, "Hey," and she stands right in front of the TV. I'm like, "Hey, get out of my way, get out of my way." And it proceeds to this. "How can you do this? Why don't you ever pick these beer cans up that you're I'm like, "I'm doing the recycling. I'm going to get this. I'm going to do that." Everything goes like this, and they get heated fight.
Oh.
Then finally she calls him, "You're nothing but a loser." And he goes, "Don't call me a loser, bitch." And he stands up, and this something, and she's like, "Why don't you pick some of this stuff up? And I'll start with this." And he starts throwing the trash at her.
Oh boy.
Like this, and then she smacks him in the face, and he falls back in his chair. And then he's like, "Oh," and he feels the smack, and her name was Josie in the movie. And he looks back up at her, and he's like, "Wow, that was a good one, Josie." And gets a big smile on his face, and he's like, "Okay, you're free to go now. The money's on the bookshelf."
Oh, it's like the same girl?
Yeah.
This is
so
the norm?
she goes back in the bathroom, gets in her hooker clothes,
Okay.
and gets the money, and goes, "Thanks, we'll see you next time," and leaves. And so the rub is, at the beginning of the thing, you think he's there for sex. He's there.
Someone to
he
yell
misses
at him.
his wife to yell at him.
Right.
And I kind of just wanted to do it because it seemed really fun.
Oh boy.
And I thought, and the guy who wrote it doesn't like the title of The Nag. I thought it was great.
Oh, he wants to change the title
To something else, but I'm like, The Nag was great. I like The Nag.
Or do you think that when you die, the people in your life are gonna have to hire somebody to come nag them?
Well, I'll probably, yeah.
It took you a while to get
Or,
there.
I get you. And yeah.
You're a bit of a nag.
No, I'm not a nag.
You are totally a
I
nag.
talk a lot.
No, you have to reiterate the
I'm
same
nice,
thing
though.
to everybody.
Yeah, but I don't call
did
you a
do
bitch.
this?
I don't call you a bitch or a loser or anything.
Well, no, but you're always like, if you ask any of your kids, you have to ask them
yeah.
like 10 different times, like you have to have them re-answer it 10 times for you maybe to be assured that that's what's happening.
Yeah. Skylar's, I told you that
But
already.
then when it comes to like important questions, you don't ask those questions.
Why? What do you mean?
I don't know.
What do you mean I don't ask important questions?
You don't,
of course
like,
I do.
for example, so Rivers gets his house on July 1st.
Right.
So you have multiple times, and I can only imagine how many you actually have asked him about like signing the lease.
Every single day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Multiple times a day? Just once a day?
Once a day.
Okay, boy.
Maybe if he's here
Okay, so
twice.
you're like, did you sign the lease? Did you sign the lease? All this stuff. And I said, okay, well, did we find out when he's actually moving out? What date? Like, because we have Newport and there's a smidge of a scheduling conflict with Skylar coming into town, which that's what I think about is like the drama that ensues when two siblings in their 20s are trying to share a room.
Right. I can tell you right now, I believe that something's not right and he's not going to move in.
Oh, I mean, well, that's...
And maybe they will, but
you
this doesn't seem
don't
right
ask
to
any
me.
of these
I don't
questions.
know.
All you ask is, did you sign the lease? Not
Right.
like, when are you planning on leaving? What's your schedule? What's your plan? Like, what's going on? Are we moving before Newport, after Newport? Nothing.
Well, I don't want to be a nag.
You assume you know the answer to all this. You're like, oh, I'm sure he will. I'm like, you're not sure because he's like working at the marina for like 4 days. When does he have time to move?
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's not.
My answer is, I'm sure, I assume.
Right. And so, but I'm like, why don't you just ask these questions instead of assume things because they're probably not right. But
Right.
you just keep nagging about the same question.
Yeah. Ask Skylar about that. We could have a whole podcast
Oh,
episode
but you're
on how I
nagging.
talk to Skylar
Right.
every second. She still keeps calling me for more.
Right. She must love it.
Yeah, I guarantee she does.
But you said something, you made a good point the other day. I will never directly like answer your question. I don't know why. I do know why now. Yeah.
I can't stand
I always
it.
like beat around the like, sure, okay. I'll never say yes and I'll never say no. But then you've had a good
Kylie,
point.
do you want tacos?
Okay.
Possibly.
Right.
What
I'll
the fuck's
never give a
possibly?
straight
Yes or
answer.
no?
But you also made a good point. You figured it out the other day. You're like, well, I don't know why I'm asking you these questions when I already know the obvious answer. And I'm like, exactly. Quit asking me dumb questions that I can't change. Do I want tacos? It doesn't matter. That's not what you made for dinner. So I'm eating tacos.
I know, but you just need to answer once in a while.
So I'm like, I guess I do
But a
because
lot
that's
of
what I'm
times
having.
I realize when she doesn't answer, I'm like, oh, it's a yes anyway. I know this.
Right. You already know the answer. You don't
Yeah.
need to ask me.
The best is when I ask you, hey, do you want to go to like Los Compadres? And you go, do I have a choice?
Do I?
Yes.
No, I don't.
100% you have a choice. You have a choice to deny me.
And if I did, then you'd pout because you had in your mind that you were eating an enchilada tonight.
Ground beef or steak?
So I don't have a choice. I have the either choice of making you happy or making you disappointed.
I just thought of something.
What?
We should call my mom right now and see if she like the ground beef enchilada or the steak.
We
Let's
can't-
call her.
Oh.
Let's
well,
call
I
her.
have to
She'll-
hook
maybe
up
she'll
to some
answer.
shit.
Maybe she won't. What do I got to do here? I got to hook you up here.
I'm gonna turn on my Bluetooth. I have to say, speaking of Los Compadres, from
I'm
last
turning on the
week,
Bluetooth to see if it works. But you can talk about Los Compadres.
Los-
Don't call her yet, though.
I'm
It's not hooked
going
up
to.
yet.
Los
See if it hooks up.
Compadres last week.
Uh-huh.
What's it doing? Connect.
Yeah, connect to the Bluetooth. We're going to see if we call her.
So we went to Los Compadres with Carly and Rob on like our bi-weekly date night.
Uh-huh.
And so I go to the bathroom and I had jeans on.
You're talking about 2 weeks ago now.
No, last week.
Well, I guess it was last week. Yeah.
I've had put jeans on because I get a little chilly in restaurants. And so I pull my jeans down and I'm like, what's happening? I had bathing suit bottoms on.
I don't find that crazy,
I
but I
find
don't
it
know why
crazy.
you had bathing suit
Right.
bottoms
So
on.
we had gone, like we had laid outside to get some sun. I had my bathing suit on. And so I guess when I came, which the sad thing is we podcasted and then went to dinner. So I changed my pants actually twice in this time frame.
Mhm.
But the whole time I just left my bathing suit bottoms on, never put real underwear on, which is very odd. Who puts on jeans over bathing suit bottoms and doesn't actually notice?
I don't know.
Right. It's one thing if I did it and knew about it, but I didn't know.
Who shits their pants and doesn't notice?
Is a valid point.
Okay,
That's
call my mom,
a
but don't
valid
tell her
point.
she's on the podcast. Let's get the
no,
truth.
you talk to your mom.
I'll talk to
You
her.
got to start this off.
Okay, go
Hold
ahead.
on.
I turn the thing up. Call her. She's gonna find it funny. How come I'm gonna talk when I'm calling on your phone? Doesn't matter.
She'll think you lost your phone.
Oh, okay. I'll tell her that. See, I lost my phone. I'm calling on Kylie's phone.
Oh, she's not answering.
She might not answer your call.
I know. We call again.
Well, what could she possibly be doing?
Hi, Kylie.
Oh, it's me. I can't find my phone. Did I leave it at your house? I'm calling on Kiley's phone.
No,
Oh, okay.
you didn't go to my house.
Oh, I know that, but I thought maybe
Well, we're
I
watching the
left it.
Dodgers because
Oh.
we can't get it.
Hey, did you ever eat that steak enchilada from Los Compadres?
No, not yet.
Oh, you didn't? I was wondering if the ground beef enchilada or the steak enchilada, which one was better?
Well, I took a little bite of the steak and it was really good.
Better than the ground beef.
Yeah,
Oh,
way
okay.
better than the ground beef. Yeah.
Oh, me and Kylie, you're on speaker with Kylie.
Good morning or good afternoon. It's
Oh,
not morning
hi,
anymore.
Kylie.
Hi.
Yeah, we're watching the Dodgers
Oh,
at the bar because we can't get it at home.
Oh, you're at the bar?
Right now, you're at the
Yeah.
bar. We should
Sounds
come. We
nice.
should come down and have a drink with you.
Yeah, we were just watching the Dodgers. He already got done pitching.
Who? Otani?
Yeah,
Okay. Is Dad having fun? How was Dad after
Yeah.
Los Compadres last night?
good.
He was cracking up. He had the best. He seemed to have the best conversation in his life there.
Oh, he's so stupid. I know.
He was
That's
getting
funny.
all fun. We were talking about you guys taking nudes in the airplane.
Yeah, I
He
know.
got all excited.
Wow.
Oh, he's that stupid. We came over here for a while, then we left. Let
Oh
everyone
yeah,
drink.
Marcus came over around, and we all sat around the fire pit.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
we.
Mark. She got Kylie. Mel got a new flight.
What does that mean? She's getting here earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What kind of airplane was it?
All right.
Kind of. She only got it for $100.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, don't give us too much information. You're on the podcast right now.
Oh, okay. We're on the podcast.
Did you not know you were on the podcast?
No, I didn't
How
know
would
it was
she
on the
know?
podcast.
Oh, I just wanted to call you up and find out about we talked about those enchiladas last night, so I just wanted to find out.
Yeah,
But we
I
don't
took
need
a
to-
little bite of the cold,
A little,
and it was really, really good.
oh, okay. Are you gonna eat it when you get home?
I don't know. I'll let you know. I'll have to let you know when we do.
Okay. I want to know
Yeah.
which one's better, the ground beef, because next time I go there, I might get the steak one
Oh, okay.
or the carne.
Yeah, I think
Can you
the
say
steak is-
carne asada?
Carne asada.
Oh, can you say pollo?
Pollo.
Oh.
Oh, Kylie said you could. I thought you say polio.
I always call him pollo. I always call him poi. I don't know what I say, but I always say it wrong.
Like polio.
I think
or,
if maybe she said
pollo.
it after somebody says
Oh,
it, she
I'm
can say
repeating
it.
it.
Yeah, really.
Repeating. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, we just want to call up and find that out. We're doing the podcast
Okay.
right now, and but
All
we
right.
don't want to hear too much from you because you are going to be on the podcast in 2 weeks from Newport Beach.
I know. Yep, and I'm happy to be on it
Oh,
because I know I have a lot
Excited.
to say.
Oh boy.
Something's going to happen.
something's going to happen before Newport, and you're going to fill us in at Newport.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Okay.
something always happens.
Oh.
Oh, with something new.
Yeah.
Okay. Before
So
this
funny.
happens, I suggest you take a bunch of Malanta
Okay.
or Pepto-Bismol
Yikes.
because I know what's going to
All right.
happen.
Ew.
Yeah, but you know what,
You
Mom and
do?
Dad, Mom, you're not driving down to Newport this year. You're flying,
No,
so
we're
things
flying.
so you won't be able to stop at Del Taco on the
Oh
way.
shoot.
No,
Okay.
and it's not my favorite.
Oh, I'll bring you a Bell Beefer. Well, I'll stop and bring
It's
you a Bell
not my
Beefer.
favorite. I don't like it
Why?
because I don't like it.
I think you do.
I don't like. I don't
I'm
like
bringing
Del
you one.
Taco. I don't like Del Taco anymore.
Oh,
Oh.
why? Really? You don't go there anymore? Do you go to Taco
Not
Bell?
really. Once in a while.
Oh, okay. You
The tacos don't have. The tacos are always soft. They fall apart.
Yeah, you know what? I
So
noticed
I'm
that. You know what? I notice at Taco Bell, the one half of the shell always falls off.
On like a crunchy
Yeah.
Like
or
it's
soft.
on a crunchy
No, they
taco.
don't make them the same.
Like I don't know what's wrong with the shells of the
They're
tacos.
too crunchy.
Yeah,
be-
they don't make them the same.
Right, and then all your stuff is just laying. And it's really hard if you're eating in your
Yeah.
car
Mm.
because the taco doesn't stay together.
Right.
Yeah, I
No,
noticed that. Isn't that
know.
weird? That should be a complaint to Taco Bell.
Yeah, me too. That's
That's
how come I
that
know
should be
that.
part of the Me Too movement right there.
Oh boy.
Taco Bell.
That's a good one. No, but they don't.
Thanks, Mom.
Nothing's the same anymore.
Kylie didn't even smile at that joke, and Mom gave me a full laugh. Me
Mother's
Too.
love.
So funny.
The Me Too movement. The Taco
I'm
Bell
trying to
movement.
get to Royal.
Oh, I hope. All right. Well, text me if you text me the picture like you usually do when you hit a Royal.
Yeah, but I haven't.
Have it.
Yeah.
All
If you hit the Royal, can
okay.
you sponsor the podcast?
All right.
We need to sponsor. Sponsored by Mom.
What am I going to be? Sponsored by Mom?
Yeah, sponsored by Mom. Mom's
Okay.
Mom's juicy
We'll make you a
tits.
commercial.
Mom's juicy tits vodka.
Okay.
That doesn't sound right.
That does not from your son.
All right, bye, Mom.
Yeah.
Love you.
Well,
Bye.
that's a spin. 4 9s.
Okay, get a spin.
All right.
Bye. Love
Bye.
you. Bye.
Bye. Love you.
Well, see, that was exciting.
Oh boy.
It's always exciting when we call Mom.
You never know what you're gonna get.
What is she going to throw at us at Newport? Does she have something in mind?
I don't
Or
know.
she's
Or she's
something- or
assuming
something's
something's gonna
going to happen.
Yeah.
The best part ever is the best thing. One thing that happened at Newport. My mom really hates homeless people. She does.
I
But
mean,
it's
yeah.
not. I mean, it's not. It's
It's
not.
pretty common knowledge, I think.
It's not a thing. She
I mean,
does
it's not a thing.
She.
It is a thing.
I mean, it's not a rumor or whatever. She just does not.
It's
like it.
common knowledge. Yeah.
And so there was this homeless guy at Newport one year, and he was hanging out in the front.
And he
wouldn't
had
kinda-
some mental health issues.
Yeah,
Was
and
like
he was
not
saying
all
some
there,
profanity and
was,
stuff,
like
and he-
talking to himself, or maybe an
Yeah.
imaginary somebody.
And so my mom leaned over the balcony a couple times and said, "Shoo, get out of here, shoo, shoo."
Right.
She's shooing him like a dog. Get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. And the guy would not leave. So she finally comes out with a serrated bread knife.
Right. It's
long,
just not
serrated
gonna-
bread knife.
Right.
And she goes, "You better leave now." And she hangs the knife and does like stabbing motions at him. And the guy just looks at her and
It's
takes,
probably like, I thought I was the crazy one on
and
this
then
street.
takes off down the street. I mean, come on.
I mean, you're not gonna do much damage with a serrated knife.
You better
either.
get outta here
It doesn't
now.
even have like a point to it. You literally have to like saw it to make it cut
She
anything.
would saw his friggin' arm off if
She
he came
might.
near. But she said he's going to
I
rob
know.
me. I said, I doubt he's going to
I don't
rob
think
you.
he's gonna
but
rob you.
I mean, he could. I mean, I don't know.
Right.
But she wanted him out of there, so she threatened him with a knife.
It's ballsy because I don't think I would do that.
You know what? You know what would have really got him out of there? If she flung down a bottle, dropped him a bottle of this.
Yes.
Honey, guess what time it is?
Happy hour?
Yep, I made your favorite Juicy Tits Vodka cocktail.
Fantastic. Thanks, babe. Love you.
And I love you. And your Juicy Tits.
Go to juicytitsvodka.com to get your own bottle of Juicy Tits, where life is the party.
I know we didn't want to talk about poop or butts or anything anymore, but
What?
one little thing that I left out
What?
is you were the one that said it to me. How does a blind person know when he's done wiping?
Oh, it's a really good question.
Like,
and when
how
you
does
start
he
to
know?
think about it, you're like, holy fuck.
Because
How do
every
you
time
know?
you wipe, you look at the toilet paper.
To
I do.
see if you're-
Maybe I'm weird. Maybe a
No,
lot of
I
people
do
don't.
because you want to make sure you got it all.
So you look and see if
You
there's
wipe
skids.
until it's clean.
Maybe you smell it. I don't know.
Oof.
Well, I don't know. Or you know what?
Or you
I would
just like
think-
hope. You just like,
I would think you use wet ones
I would.
because then it would be really
I mean, I do
clean,
what
and
I-
then
and I can
you could
see.
just do it a few extra times. So you know, within two, you're in the wet with a wet one, you're probably going to
Right.
get it.
I know.
But with toilet paper, you could be 18 times. You could-
Shit,
you know,
literally.
this stuff is slimy.
I know.
But that's
That's
a
a
good
good
one.
question.
I mean,
I know.
I don't know if it's appropriate to ask a blind guy, but it's probably
I'd
is.
like to.
Okay, I know what you do.
What?
Next time you wipe, close your eyes,
Oh fuck.
and then
How would you know?
after you're done,
Like by feel?
No.
I don't even know.
yeah, after you're done, you
Take
test
an
it.
estimated guess.
Yeah, and you test it.
Like,
and
do I think I got it all? And then
Yeah.
test it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll try it.
And
you,
then
you try it
then
as
you
well.
open your eyes, take a fresh piece of toilet
Yeah.
paper, wipe, and see if there's anything on
You
it.
try it as well. Everybody could do this, and we'll get back to us. We'll see.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, we're gonna take a survey of 100 people, and how many people was clean, and how many people was dirty
Right.
after the test.
Right. We did something yesterday that we haven't done in probably like a year.
What?
We went to
Wipe
the
our butts?
movies.
What? Wipe
we
my
went to
butt?
the movies. Stop talking about your butt.
Okay, I'm done. Dan, edit all the butt stuff out of this episode, please. Please. My family's listening to this.
That's all you talk about with them.
Okay.
Anyways, for the third time, we went to the movies.
Would that be part of my nagging? I'm annoying.
I know.
Okay, what do we do for the third time?
Fourth time now, went to the movies.
That was a joke because I heard you. Yes, we did.
We went and saw The Materialist.
Horrible
Plural?
name for the movie.
I get why they did it, but it's a pretty horrible name for the movie.
They might have should have called it the Matchmaker
Materialistic.
or Matchmaker.
It wasn't about matchmaking.
How about Adore?
It wasn't
was the
about
name.
that though.
I know, but kind of was.
It was about how materialistic people are when it comes to picking another human as their partner.
I think they should have called it like Surface Level.
Well,
Something like that, you know.
Well,
maybe
that's what like
shallow.
the materialist
Shallow
came from.
how?
Is like they're shallow and materialistic,
Yeah.
but it made it. I don't know. I feel like it. Yeah, or even materialistic maybe would have been better. I
Yeah.
don't know. I get why they named
Don't
it
you think
that.
a good name would
but
have been
it wasn't
Surface
great.
Surface Level?
It's a weird movie name.
I
though.
know, but it's kind of cool.
Yeah. Anywho, though, it was supposed to be like a romantic comedy. I guess it was romantic. It wasn't super funny. There were some parts I chuckled, didn't
No.
flat out laugh.
And what's her name's not really a funny actress at all.
Dakota Johnson.
Dakota Johnson.
Yeah, so it was more like
I did think she looked good though.
She did.
Like I'm not. I don't find her sexy, even though she was in 60 Shades
50?
or 50
What?
Shades. Yeah.
50.
Well, when you're my age, it's 60 Shades.
Okay.
I totally made a slip, but I didn't find her sexy at all in 50 Shades of Grey. She was
You
just
just
like
don't find her
no, but
sexy.
not sexy, no.
Okay.
But and not funny at all. She's definitely not funny at all. And I don't even consider her like cute.
Oh.
But
Okay.
she was pretty in this.
Yeah.
In this movie.
Yeah. So yeah, I didn't really necessarily get the comedy part. Maybe more of a dark comedy. I don't know. But
Yeah.
I did find it kind of interesting how it kind of hit on like some societal norms right now, or like it's not norm. I guess norms.
And I actually didn't think about that till after the movie. And
When
I
I
go, you know,
said
you're
that?
right. And
Yeah.
actually, maybe I liked it a little better than
when
I
you
thought.
looked into it, because the first thing that actually caught my attention was they were smoking. When was the last time you saw people smoke in a movie?
They must be bringing it back. I mean, the cigarette
Right.
company. Maybe who knows their biggest. You know what though? The company that made the movie is A24,
Yeah.
and so maybe their movies they're taking.
They're like,
kickbacks
screw
from the
like
cigarette
the
company.
vaping
Yeah.
and stuff. We're going to go back to cigarettes.
Cigarettes are better for you than vaping.
They actually are better
Yeah.
for you than vaping, so you should smoke instead of
Yeah,
vape.
so maybe
But I
they're-
found
maybe
that
they're-
interesting.
Maybe they're because they're putting out their own movies now, so maybe they're just taking
Yeah.
money from because like
It's
Paramount and Warner Bros. And all that.
product placement, if you will.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah,
taking.
they're taking money from the cigarette
Right.
companies.
Mhm.
And it actually was interesting to see like a female lead smoking, which normally you see like a man.
And with her friends too.
Yeah, so there
Yeah.
was definitely like that smoking element that I found interesting.
That's one right away. I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, they're smoking. I
Yeah.
whispered to you. I'm like, they're smoking in
Like
here.
I don't even know the last time a movie had smoking in it.
Right.
And then two, it really kind of hit on how right now people, when they are wanting a partner, when they're single, they have like essentially a checklist. They have to be 6 foot. They have to make this much money. They have to have this much like drive. I don't want
Like
somebody.
love is not part of it.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with love. It's like they have this checklist of a person that they want to check off.
I just want a rich guy.
Right. Or if it's a guy, it's like, I want a 27-year-old girl. So it's like,
And she's like, well, I have everybody checks all your boxes, but it's a 30-year-old girl. He's like, no, 27.
and he's like 48.
Does that fucking matter?
Yeah. And so it was really interesting how it was like everyone has this like checklist that they want in their head that it's, in all honesty, is unattainable. Let's be honest.
Right.
To get hit all of those.
And the big thing is they talked about at the beginning, it was like a little foreshadowing. You ever heard about the surgery where guys can add 6 inches to their height? And then apparently the guy she was dating,
You're
he had
ruining
scars
the
on
movie,
the
but
legs. And
spoiler alert.
oh, trust me, it's not a movie you care about spoilers. And I advise you, don't go see it.
Oh, I mean, you maybe
No,
should see
no.
it. It wasn't bad.
It wasn't that good.
But at the end of the day, I'm going to also kind of, well, not spoil it, but it was kind of like you could hit your checklist, but you're still not happy because you don't like that person. You don't love that person. Love isn't a checklist.
No.
So it's kind of the story at the end of the day is like quit being materialistic because it doesn't get you anywhere. It doesn't get you happiness. It doesn't find you that person that's going to change your diapers when you're 70, 80. 70 seems so young. I thought that was kind of interesting.
I like that Chris Evans was the opposite, her love interest, and I liked Chris Evans' character because he didn't play like the real pretty boy guy. He was like run down and a little bit
and like
shaggy
haggard and was like life was beating him up.
beating him up. So I actually thought he played a pretty good character
Yeah.
in that movie. I was surprised because I'm not a huge Chris Evans fan.
I think
really,
I have a feeling maybe if you watched it again with a different light on it,
I think I would like it.
you probably would be like, oh, I get it now.
After we started talking,
yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, that was
So I
interesting.
think it actually, if you go into it not thinking it's going to be like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, you get it. You're like, okay.
Well, I went in
like it.
romantic comedy
Right,
in my
I kind of
head,
did
and
too.
I go, oh, this is gonna be, or maybe like the Sydney Sweeney movie
Yes.
or whatever, But that was really jokesterish
Yes,
compared to this.
this was not.
This was a
jokestery.
serious movie.
Yeah.
I really like Chris Evans at the end. This is the part I like. Just being an actor, I appreciate stuff like this. I loved his monologue at the end when he was telling her how much he loved her. That was a great monologue.
Yeah.
And I really loved the part of the monologue with when he said, "When I look at you, I see gray hair and an old lady
and like wrinkled face.
and a wrinkled face. That's what I see when I looked at you." And she was like, "What?" Like thinking that's not what people look for, but that's what he's basically telling her, "I'm looking for I'm looking into the future.
Yeah.
And I will be
Not
with
what
you
you look right
when you're.
right
I
now.
will be with you when you're old and gray
Yeah.
too." And so
You're not this attractive.
I thought that was pretty touching. I like
Hey,
that.
yeah.
I really love that whole monologue. It was great. It was good. I want to rewatch that
Oh, well, so you go watch it when it comes out then
Yeah.
again, with a different light.
Yep, and that's it's funny. That's what I took from the movie, the end monologue.
It's
I loved
fine.
it though, but I didn't really like that Pascal guy. What's his first
Pedro
name?
Pascal?
I don't like that guy.
No?
No, I don't,
He's real big right now.
I don't see the allure to that
I
guy.
know. He's getting a lot
He
of shit
kind
right
of,
now.
to me, kind of looked like Antonio Bloom or whatever his name is.
Orlando Bloom?
Orlando Bloom, yeah.
Okay. For
Or
someone who's
Antonio-
in acting
Or
world,
Antonio Banderas.
let's get our names straight.
Orlando Banderas.
Just making up names.
Dear, you know what I mean.
I do, unfortunately. But yeah, I actually do think you should watch it. I found it an interesting movie.
Yeah.
I kind of enjoyed it.
I would like it better if the Pedro Pascal sounded like this.
Mm. You sound so good.
With this nasally old voice?
Yes, but it's so clean.
That's why we use Fibonacci Sound Studio, located in Reno, Nevada, led by an Emmy-nominated audio producer.
Fibonacci specializes in voiceovers and voice recordings for games, television, and film production.
So you're saying, if Fibonacci can make my nasally voice sound this good,
Then anybody else's will sound like music to your ears.
for more information or to book an audio session, go to FibonacciSoundStudio.com.
Or call 775-357-8580.
I found it funny last week on the podcast, we named the podcast Attractive Guy, Little Dick.
Yes.
I haven't heard one thing really about the title.
Oh,
Usually I'll hear something from
Right.
somebody or whatever, but nothing about the title.
interesting.
Maybe people are embarrassed. I mean, do they automatically think it's me?
Oh, it's not you.
I'm not that attractive.
So you're
Yeah.
saying you have a little dick?
Well, no, don't start this whole thing. You said
You have
on the last
girth in your pants.
right, yeah. But either way, it was just a joke
Except
thing
for those one pants.
going on. Maybe don't say because no one says anything. They want to hurt my feelings, or they don't think I'm
Oh.
attractive.
Oh.
One or the other. I don't know. Maybe we should have named the podcast that. Maybe no one wanted to listen to it because of the title, and they were like, "This is too crude." But I would listen to
I
it.
feel like it's not crude.
If I
It's
saw
not as
that-
crude as some of our other ones.
Yeah, if I saw that title, would you? If you saw that title, would you go, "Oh, I got to click on this"?
Yes, I would.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good then.
Yeah. Would you lean back here?
Yeah. Why are you doing that?
I don't know. My back is tense.
Oh. I see.
Yeah.
Life with Our podcast is brought to you by Petrilla Concrete Construction. Thank you, Marcus, Dad,
Yeah, thanks.
and thank you, Petrilla family, for sponsoring the podcast yet for another year. They
Yes.
re-signed up.
Thank you.
So I bought their
Try
dinner
to
last night.
Try to get Marcus on the podcast today.
Oh, yeah. He said he's
He-
warming up to it.
Except for he said when we asked him, he's like, I already just started sweating.
When we asked him, his armpits started sweating. And my mom's like, "You'd be good. You'd have lots of stories and stuff." He has really. I'm not going to tell his stories because someday he's
Don't
going to
tell
come
his
on.
stories.
He
Let
has
him
some-
tell his own
He has
stories.
some really good stories, like really good ones that are great. I was dying last night when we were talking about them. A couple really River's like, I'm like, don't get any ideas, River.
Oh,
Jesus
right.
Christ,
Right.
I didn't know Marcus did that many wild things. God, he had a lot of them.
Dude, times have changed though. There's cameras everywhere
There's cameras
now.
everywhere
you
now,
can't,
so I
you
don't think
can't,
you get rid.
You'll
yeah.
get caught at anything you do now.
Are you saying he stole? We kind of did.
I mean,
Nothing big deal.
right. But
Yeah.
I mean, even no matter what you did,
But
like
he had
you
some
can't,
He has some cool,
you can't
great
get away with
parties.
anything.
And I'm not going to ruin what the parties
Do
were
not.
because I want him to say it
Right.
himself. Maybe we'll get Mark and Mel to come on the podcast.
Oh,
Mel used to
Heyo.
be in behind a mic. Mel used to work at the radio station.
that's true.
And she was just like a sports
That's a valid
commentator.
point.
Yeah, I know Mel's not scared to do it, but
It's time to stretch my legs, honey.
why?
It's my ring just told me.
Your ring said you've been sitting too long.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Time to stretch your legs.
She has one of those Aura
Aura.
rings. And you like those Aura rings.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. I don't like it because it feels like it's going to send some waves kind of through my finger or
I
something.
mean, it might be. It probably is.
You put it on your
fine.
middle finger?
I do.
right.
Because I like the way it looks better on my middle finger. And,
And
they-
it's rose gold. It's not like a
right.
Like
Well,
like
they
a bright
say you're
color or
supposed
something.
you should wear it on your pointer finger. But I have a hard time writing when I wear a ring on my pointer finger.
Oh.
So
The people
When
really
I-
need to know that.
when I work out, I actually do switch it to my pointer finger because it can read better.
A lot of people really
I know,
would like that.
But
That's great.
I can't. Yeah, people really like hearing about your butthole.
Do they not?
They don't.
Oh, okay. Just kidding.
They probably care more about the Aura ring than that.
Do you know who
ring.
would really like to hear about my butthole?
Nobody.
This
Nobody
podcast is
else.
also sponsored by Michael Weems Collection. I should clip that part and send it to him.
Oh my god, that was a good segue. I'll
Yeah.
give you that.
Michael Weems Collections in Palm Canyon Drive, and you can get any of his beautiful artwork, maybe even some butthole work at
michaelwilliams.com. I can't.
Yeah. That part I'm going to say.
That was a good one. That
Thank
was
you.
a good one.
But on that case, we should end the podcast. Dear, who we cheersing today?
We are going to cheers to the summer solstice.
The first day of summer was yesterday in our world.
Yes.
And it's going to be a week later in your world here when you're listening to us.
Right. This is a weird comment. It makes me think of this. It then makes me think of attractive man, little
Dick. Thank you.
So I've been reading all these fantasy books lately. And so Fantasy World. So they, they all have like celebrating all the solstices and stuff. So it makes me think of that. But they're all, like mythical creatures, like fairies, which do not have wings or anything like that. They're just like
if they're fairies, are they like 1 foot tall or
no? They're
under?
like 6'5".
How?
Because I don't know.
I thought fairies were little like Tinkerbell.
Not in these ones.
They're huge, like huge guys.
Yes,
okay.
and they're like angels and all this
Oh,
shit.
okay, and they fly.
No, not
Okay.
the fairies don't fly. They don't have wings, but they have magical powers.
I thought fairies always
Not
had
in
wings.
these fantastical books.
And they're men.
Yes.
Is there
And
women ones?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
They have like pointed ears, but that's like in magic. That's about it.
Oh, they don't. Okay, got it.
But anyways, so
Whatever.
they
Do
also
they wear tights?
No, they wear like regular clothes.
Like a suit.
Yeah. Well, they're depending on which age frame we're in here or
Okay.
time frame.
All right, got it.
So anyways,
Sounds stupid.
right. But there's usually some kind of like romance involved in it as well.
Two fairies hooking up or a fairy hooking up with a mortal?
Sometimes that happens. Sometimes there's a human in there.
Oh, okay.
Whatever. But anyways, all these like mythical fairy creatures, whatever they are, always have like, they'll also never call them like a dick, I don't think, but they always have like these ginormous dicks in a book.
Member. They call it a member?
We'll call it like a member, like their
His
sex.
member is bulging.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
always like these weird names. I'm like, why can't you just like
Say a wiener.
normalize it? But then I'm always like, why do they always have to have these big ass dicks?
Because it's funner, I guess, to think about it. or
I don't
something?
know.
Right.
I mean, you still want it to be like a little attractive guy, little dick, but
Why not? That seems like a fairy to me.
But it made me. I actually had this conversation with you after we podcasted last
Right.
week because I was like,
And I was saying, I don't know if I feel right about the name of the podcast.
right, because I've been reading all these books with like guys with big dicks.
Why don't we call this next podcast Fairy Dicks?
Oh no! But any woman out there that is also reading fantasy novels also knows this, and it's probably like, yeah,
I
I
never
don't.
Yeah, I never would even think
I don't know
about
if they've
that.
thought about it, but I did, obviously.
I never would even come close to thinking about that.
Well, that's
Because one, I'll never read a fairy book, and I don't think about
mythical dicks,
members or whatever you call them.
mythical members,
What's that jacket called? Club members or members only?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think about members only.
Ew.
Maybe you should name the podcast members only.
mythical members.
Mythical members. Fairy members. Okay. Subscribe
Anywho,
or follow us on wherever you get your podcasts, or just go to our website at lifewitheric.com.
and don't forget to follow us on social media for updates and a closer look into my life with Eric. To all of our listeners out there, remember, it's always happy hour here.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Love you, baby.
Love you.